gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love I love goddamn, I love
Hi my lovies, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna learn how to reinstall a wig, because I know every time you're watching an install it's always a new wig, but today we're just gonna be using a wig we already have and not doing the bald cap method, because some of us only like a wig for 2 to 3 business days, otherwise I have to get that thing off. This will also be for the girlies that don't have a hot comb. We are using what we have to get results that look professionally done. So as you can see, the first thing you need to do is brush your hair back with a really nice thick gel. And just a nice tip, whenever you're buying wig caps, just always go with one that's closer to your skin shade, especially if you have a wig that's not already pre-bleached, of which this one is. This one is from Hairvivi and it's actually a glueless wig, as you can see by the hairband over there. But sometimes I like to install it so I can have it for a few days and not have to take it off. So once you've put on your wig cap and you've put on the wig, the clean wig that you just washed, one thing that's gonna make your install very clean and crisp is pushing that hair backwards. So this is the part that you would use your hot comb. If you don't have one, just use a comb as I am doing and really go in it thoroughly. There's nothing worse than getting the flyaways to touch the glue as you're putting it on. It just makes it a mess. So really push that hair back and get your wax. That's also just gonna help have everything molded down. And then what I use is actually a curling iron. You have to be careful with this just to make that melt a little bit so that all the flyaways go laid down and then you don't have any little small hairs poking out, and just have all the hair back. You don't have to have a line yet. That you can do afterwards. So now that it is clean and clear, it is time to put on the glue. This is the glue that I use. It's been working. I use both of them, and because I don't want my hair to break, I always push the wig forward. I also have a big forehead, and I also take this eye pencil to sort of mark where I'm gonna put the glue. This step helps so much, especially if you're putting on a wig that's already been cut, like the lace has already been cut, and you kind of don't know where to put the glue or where it's gonna match. You always want to mark the places, especially with the crayon that's also gonna easily come off. This also helps with my sectioning. I like to do this 3 times, so I have the side section, the middle, and the side, so that when I'm putting on the glue it'll be on 3 parts. So for this install, I only went in with 1 layer of glue. As you can see, I'm putting on quite a lot, and just saying this is like 4 days after, and that is when I've taken off the wig and it has stayed on. Even though I was doing things that would make me sweat and stuff like that, it did not come off because I really put in a nice thick layer of glue. So this would be the same if I had put it on 2 times. As you can see, I know the shape of my wig, like how I cut the lace, so I'm also going according to that. I'm not making a straight line because I know my wig is not cut straight. And also I'm gonna dry it with my blower on cool. I always just do it on the hot setting, but that does not work. You have to have it on cool and really be patient with it until it is clear. That way the whole install is just gonna be much smoother and much neat. And I'm gonna start with the front part. So I'm gonna pull my wig up and then stick it where the line is. So that's the first part, and then I'm gonna go to my other side, take that pin off, and then try to stick the wig on my skin. Installing a wig is like not for the wig. It took me a while to get to where I am, and even though I'm not even at the most perfect side, it just takes a lot of patience and just looking at tutorials and then trying in your room with some music on. This is what I do every time, because if you rush it, it's just not gonna look good. And just to always make it look crisp and clean is always to clean up that part where it just looks like there's a lot of hair that's there. I think that is because I once tried to put baby hairs. I hate baby hairs, so now I don't. Now you can see I'm putting on a little bit of glue on some spaces where it did not stick, and also some got to be glue spray. That's to flatten it more, really get rid of all the flyaways again. Going again with my blower on cool, just really making sure that all the hair is pushed back. That is the number one trick, especially when it comes to installing a wig. And then we go in with the rubber band. Now I suggest having this on for about 1.5 hours or 2 hours, because you really want it to dry your hair. And I always make it a little bit like near the actual lace and not too much forward, because I'm gonna put on my makeup, and there's nothing worse than putting on your makeup and then there's a huge like space between your forehead and the actual wig lace, and it just doesn't look right. So that's what I always try to do. So while while that was getting dry, I took the time to style the hair. I did some curls, which I actually really liked. Tell me if you would like a tutorial on that. As you can see, I'm not even using any rollers. Me and my got-to-be glue spray and some clips. That's it. Okay, now that it's been a minute, I took off the curls that I had. Moment of truth. Did the lace lay? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. 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 There we go. Woohoo. Hoo. I feel like I'm gonna need to go in with a little bit of my bronzer at the top just to blend this makeup look together a bit more. It's also always best just to use your hands to take off the curls. So this is how their hair looked like. I have had this wig for about 2 years now and it's still looking very fresh, very full. So link in bio if you would like to get you a Hairvivi wig. It's a bit pricey, I would definitely say that, but it's definitely one of those like wigs where it's like an investment, like it's really gonna stay with you for a long time. This is how my sides are looking. I really love the no baby hair look. It just always looks much elegant. It looks like it's not a wig. Okay, I guess at the end of the day, like in face to face, you're gonna see that it's a wig. You will always see the lace that it's a wig, but overall, just putting on bronzer at the side of the hair is always just gonna have that seamless, really skin-like look. As you can see, it also always helps putting on a bronzer and not foundation at the tip of your lace, because that just blends in so much more than having like a bright color foundation on your wig. That's what's gonna make it really look like a wig, you know what I'm saying? And another trick to also make your installs so much nicer with the wig that you already have is to really wash that wig. Really wash it. Don't put on a dirty wig. Every single time I put on a wig, you see right now, and when I'm gonna take it off, I'm gonna take off all the glue that's stuck on the wig so that the next install will be just so nice and fresh and it won't be tacky. There won't be so much glue and so much on the lace that's just gonna make it look not good. And if you're interested in the wig, it is in the link below. It is from Hairvivi, but you can support your girl and use the link down below, please. Hopefully this was an informative video for you, and yeah, as you can see, the pre-bleached part just like goes absolutely amazing. You don't have to do that much work. You didn't see me putting on any foundation on the lace, and the lace is just completely melted down without even really, you know, doing the work of melting it down. Easy. Hairvivi is that girl, okay? Anyway, that is the hair, and see you guys next time. Bye.